Yeah. From the streets to the club, party on the beach to the avenue. You know that the drinks is on us. Yeah, we outside, what you tryna do?
Pop out, see us in traffic, we got the drops out. Hit the strip of the beach, we got the tops down. My sound blasting your speakers, I know it knocked down. Got your girl in my DM, she tryna slob down. Drop it low for me on the beach, make that ass shake. Make it clap, make it clap, make it earthquake. Think she bad now, you should...
We outside.
Yo, you don't believe me? Just listen to this.
Yeah.
Listen.
From the streets to the club, party on the beach to the avenue. You know that the drinks is on us. Yeah, we outside, what you tryna do?
Pop out, see us in traffic, we got the drops out. Hit the strip of the beach, we got the tops down. My sound blasting your speakers, I know it knocked down. Got your girl in my DM, she tryna slob down. Drop it low for me on the beach, make that ass shake. Make it clap, make it clap, make it earthquake. Think she bad now, you should catch her on the close friends. Cause when that thing go green, I ain't the only fan. Outside with it, I'm litty about to dive all in it. Pop the bottles, the models, I got them up in my city. She don't gargle, she swallow it, man. All of my kiddies, if I'm lying, I'm dying, man. Who the fuck am I kidding? Catch a flight, man, and tell them that we outside. New drip, ice on freeze, with a few dimes. I ain't got no time to be wasting, man. That was last year.
And now we outside,
and we love it.
We in the club, we party until the night's done. The way you shaking it, baby, I need a night. Cause the shit ass in your thighs, they got me slurring these lines. And I get lost in the time, I want you.
What's up, you guys? It's me, your girl, Kira Diva. And we are back with another episode of the Kira Diva Show. Okay? I got a dope interview tonight. Okay? This is the artist. His name is J.A.M.I.L. I think it's J.A.M.I.L. Maybe I'm saying it wrong. It's J.A.M.I.L. He's from Newark, New Jersey. He'll be joining my live. We're going to talk everything to him. His music, his brand, where he's from, where he's going, and what's up.
Now make it clap for me, shake that ass for me, baby. Make it clap for me, shake that ass for me, baby. Make it clap for me, shake that ass for me, baby. Make it clap, 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 clap.
Cause we outside.
From the streets to the club, party on the beach to the avenue. You know that the drinks is on us. Yeah, we outside, what you tryna do?
You know we outside.
From the streets to the club, party on the beach to the avenue. You know that the drinks is on us. Yeah, we outside, what you tryna do?
Cause we outside.
Standing on the couches, double fisting rose, section full of hoes, cause they like the role play. Clip on the left, clip on the right, I'm thug. So it's thug life. Heard you looking for a husband, slave. Lay back outside in the valley, shooters in the cut. You know they don't give a fuck. New York bucket. Sitting low, if I tip it to the left, niggas know. My ops gon' surrender when they see the Draco. Wet this motherfucker up like we in Dago. California love when I come through. We can get the fuck out of here if you want to. You already know.
We in the club, we party until the night.
I like that song. I like that song. If y'all like that song, put fire or something. Let me know what's going on. Y'all just looking. Let me know what's going on. Let me see. Hello.
How you doing?
How are you?
I'm doing good. Yourself?
Okay, I'm good. I'm good. You look very serious. You got your hat on. You was outside?
I'm always outside.
Oh, okay. You always outside. You look real serious. Oh, okay. I just want to make sure I'm loving the energy. I'm loving the energy. It's like professional. I'm not having it. Okay.
Nah, it's all love.
Okay. No, so you're from Newark. Is that where you're from, or is that just where you're located now? Let's talk about that first.
I'm from Newark, but I'm all around. Like I was born in Newark, raised throughout Jersey, and then I joined the military and I moved all around.
So you joined the military. Is that something that your family was into, or is that because you're a Navy veteran?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Is that correct?
Yeah, my father was in the Marine Corps probably like 30 years ago, but me and my brother decided to join the military back in 2014, and then that's what that. I'm done with it now, but that was something I was on for a little bit.
Do you think it was a good decision to join the military back then?
Yeah, for sure. I made a lot of connections, and it taught me a lot of lessons. So yeah.
Definitely taught you discipline. Look at you. You ain't playing. Okay, so you left to do music. Well, that's like, you like, this is my passion. This is my cause. This is what I want to do. How did that come about?
Um, Going into my last 3 years, and I flew home for Thanksgiving, and my family and everybody was doing karaoke and stuff like that. And I was telling them like, yeah, I think I want to do music, and everybody was like, nah, it's not easy to do. You can't do it. And I was like, nah, I think I want to do music. And people was making jokes like, oh, what would your artist name be? What would this be? Blah blah blah. And I was like, I'm gonna be J.A.M.I.L. So then, fast forward 2 years later or a year later, I moved back to the East Coast because I was stationed on the West Coast, and I booked the studio session, and the rest is history. And then J.A.M.I.L came about.
So speaking of these studio sessions, so you was traveling from New Jersey to Virginia to do studio time. Like, how was that? Was it weekly? Like, how did that go about?
So every 2 weeks I had an off weekend. So twice a month I would drive from Virginia Beach to New Jersey, to Newark, to where my studio. Shout out to M.O. Sounds, and then I would record, then leave, go back for 2 weeks, come back, record again, and so forth. So if I messed up on a song or something, I couldn't do nothing about it for 2 weeks. So it just sat with me the whole time. But my studio was located up in Jersey, so I had to take that trip every 2 weeks.
That's dedication right there. I don't know who. Like, you was serious. Like, this is what I wanted to do.
It's my passion.
Wait, it was your passion, but you started spontaneously after the military.
So it was built up from different things. Like for example, I'm named after a musician. So my real name Najee, I'm named after a saxophone player. And my father was in a group singing about 30 years ago. And I played drums growing up. Like, I've been a writer my whole life. So
it's in you.
Into the military, I was like, yo, I'm not enjoying what I'm doing. I'm good at it, but I'm not having fun with it. So I was like, let me do something I enjoy doing. So I put it all together, the writing, the music, everything, and then I started making music.
And then you dropped an album, the Lion's Roar album. I like that album.
Thank you.
The visuals, I love it. And what was the concept behind that? Because you dropped the album, now, then you moved on to your single. But I like that. What was the vision behind that album? The concept, everything.
So Lion's Roar is my third project, but it's my first like official real project. So I had two projects, one I released in 2018 and one I released in 2019. But it was like rushed because, like I said, I was driving back and forth with the military constantly. So a lot of it was half-assed, and I didn't like doing that. So what I ended up doing, I deleted both of those projects, and then I went to my engineer and I told him, I'm like, yo, we about to lock in. I'm not bringing no more distractions to the studio. I was like, it's going to be me and you. We about to make a whole new project. I was like, Lions Roar is going to be my breakout to the world, like who I am. Welcome, and this is J.A.M.I.L type of thing. So I went and I took a couple of my favorite songs from my first two projects, and then I made a whole bunch of new songs, and then Lions Roar came about like that.
Okay, all right. So you had this. Your videos are really nice. I'm looking at the Space Jam video. Who was that guy? IB, was it Matic? Is that one of your friends? Talk about how did you link up with him to make that song?
J.A.M.I.L is J.A.M.I.L, and that's my little bro. So Ib is actually my engineer's son, but he's also his own artist from North New Jersey as well. Dope, 19 years old, real talented. So I met him going to the studio constantly working with his father, who's my engineer, and I hit him one day. I'm like, yo, I got this song I want to do. It's called Space Jam. And then I was like, I just got to find the beat. So when I found the beat for it, I hit him up immediately. I was on my way to Atlantic City and I found the beat. I hit him up like, yo, we got to make this record now. This is going to be it. Boom. And I said to him, and how I work with artists, I don't write with you. I don't do nothing. I just tell you what the concept is. They make it, and then I meet him at the studio and we make it happen. So I met him at the studio. I laid my verse down in the hook. He came in, he laid his verse down, killed it, and then the rest was history. But it's easy to work with Ib because, like I said, he's so talented. So he gets in the studio and just goes like that.
What's up? I love it that you're working with young artists. I mean, young creatives, because I think the younger generation, you could always learn from them. So it's nice to people be open minded. Why do you spell your name with J, like with the dots in between? Is there like a reason why that? Why you
Yeah.
do that? Let's talk about it.
So my middle name is Jamil, but my artist name is an acronym for Just a Musician in Life. So that's why when you see my name on all platforms and stuff, my music platforms is broken up like that because it's just a musician in life. So when people see me, I want them to know I'm a musician. Like, this is something I really do.
Right, I see. You politically correct with yours too. That Kiss and Touch song. That was very sensual. What was the girl? Jelani? I think that was it. Jelani? I
Hmm.
like that song. What was the inspiration behind that? Because you was getting a little intimate there. Let's talk about that. I want to play these songs for the people, but I just want to know,
So Kiss and Touch was inspired by like one of my exes a while back when I was in the military. So um yeah, so that's where that inspiration came for that. And then the funny thing is, I wrote that song on my way to the studio to meet Jelani. Like, I'd never met him before, so I heard his voice. He was featured on another artist's song, and I heard, and I was like, "Yo, I've been looking for a singer for Kiss and Touch, and another song I had." So I hit him up on IG. I was in Virginia, and I hit him up like, "Yo, I heard your voice. I'm trying to work. Is there a date that you're available?" So when he hit me up and was like, "Yeah, I'm available," blah blah blah, I'm driving up from Virginia, and thank God it was a 6 hour drive. And I ended up writing Kids in Touch and Fashion Nova on my way to meet him at the studio. So when I met up with him, I was like, "Yo, this is how it should sound." I can't sing, but I could sure as hell coach a singer how I want it to sound. So I met up with him. I was like, "Yo, I needed to sound like this. I needed to be like this." And then, like I said, he's another dope artist, so it was easy to make it happen just like that. But the inspiration for Kids in Touch came from one of my exes at the time.
that your ex. Now, why was she your ex? Was it the distance? Like, let's talk about it. What happened?
Um, just God's plan. Like
Okay.
it just didn't work out for many reasons. But bless her soul.
That's right. I love the politically correctness. Very respectful. I appreciate that. But this song outside. Let's talk about that. And you featuring Game and R&B Hunter. Oh no, he was singing. He was he harmonizing. We gave it to him. But what was the inspiration behind that? How'd you link up with Game? Video. Let's talk about it.
So well, outside, I wanted to make like a summer turn up song, and I was like, "Yo, I got this record. This coming off of Space Jam too, so I wanted to like keep the hype going with my music." And I was like, "I want to make an outside summer record because people starting to come back out. Things was opening up and stuff this year. Everybody been locked down last year
Right.
nonstop." So I was like, let me give some to people that they could be outside bumping and then have a good time. So I made the outside record with Hunter, and then I hit Game up to do a feature. But originally I was gonna remix my single Space Jam and put Game on it. But I was like, Space Jam seemed more for the younger crowd, and outside is for adults. Like that's more of a we could drink to, women partying, God,
Right.
like we all outside having a good time. So I was like, I went up to I went to the studio, and my engineer was mixing outside for me. So I was like, damn, hey, I'm gonna put him on this song. So I told my engineer, I'm like, yo, you gotta cut my second verse, and we gonna leave it blank, and I'm gonna send this to Game. And then I sent to him. He got it back to me like literally like 24 hours later, and then
Wow.
the rest was history. But after the song was done, I was like, yo, I need to get a video for this. So
Are you?
I hit I hit Game back up like, yo, I need a video. We made everything else happen. Shout out to him and his team and everything. They showed me nothing but love when I came out there, and then yeah, that's how outside came about.
That's that's what's up. Did you always envision your life to be, as it is right now? Did you envision this, throughout your
Not at
years?
all. Not
No.
at all. Honestly, at each stage in my life, I thought I'd be doing something different. So, like when I was in high school, I was originally supposed to be going to Lincoln University in Pennsylvania, and I didn't even know what I wanted to do. Like I was thinking like electric engineering or something. And then after I graduated, I was working security. And one of my brothers like coming up in Jersey, when if you ain't doing nothing, you could get caught up in a lot of BS. So, um, one of my brothers was telling me like, "Yo, I'm about to join the military, bro. Like, I think you should do the same because there's nothing happening for us here." And he was like, I don't want you to get caught up in OBS. So like, I think you should really take that step." So I was like, and like I'm a provider. So like I can't stand being broke. I can't stand not being able to take care of people. So like I was working security and it was getting hard because I'm 18, 19-year-old trying to find security jobs and people looking at me like, well, I want you to have experience. So I hit my pops up. I'm like I'm thinking about going into the military. He took me to the recruiting office and then that's how that happened. And even in the military, I never thought I'd be doing music. That's something that came as I was, because the military is stressful. So like you dealing with a lot of stuff, death, guns, war, all that stuff. So
Right.
like it can wear down on you if you don't go about it properly. And so I hit my peoples up. I was like, yo, I'm really considering doing music when I move back to the East Coast. So that's something I was passionate about. I've always been passionate about art. So I just put everything together. And it's like I said, it's all God's plan because I never know what's my next steps, but I just go with it.
That's, it's good you said it's all God's plan. So that means you're a spiritual being.
Mm-hmm.
How important is, this ritual, in your life, being spiritual, like how important do you, how important is God to you in your life?
Well, I pray every night. So
Oh,
like I pray for my family. I pray for my loved ones. I pray for everybody close to me every day. So because I know how it feels when you feel like you don't have nobody there for you and all you have is prayer. So that's something that I really attached onto back when I was in the military still. Like the prayer saved me in a lot of different ways. So I'll say spiritualness is everything to me.
that's what's up. Okay, prayer. What keeps you motivated then?
The past, like honestly, music is what keeps me motivated because I could just get in the car and hear a brand new song, and that'll make me want to do another song. Like it's at one point I felt like I was in a dark place when I was in the military, so um, I was at my low, and people was telling me like, "Yo, just make music, like write music," and I'm like, it's not that easy. Like I get what you're saying, like just put all your pain and your passion in the music, but at a certain point, it's like I'm hurting here, so it's not that easy to focus and put my pain into words, but it does help. So when I started doing that more, and then when I really started opening up and putting everything into the music, it's what helped me. So now I got people that hit me up and tell me my music helped them, and then tell me like, oh, like you don't understand how much this song I relate to this song and it helped me through this time and that time, and I appreciate your music and how vulnerable you are with this, that, and the third. And that to me is like, oh crap, because I never expected that. So like I said, I'm still kind of new to the whole music game. So when people hit me up and tell me how much something helped them, to me that's more motivation to keep going because it's not just me. Other people look for me for help too. So
Wow. So people look for you as help. Do you feel like you're getting the support that you deserve at this time in your life? No matter what, if it's like, music wise, personal, emotional, do you feel like you're supported?
yeah, I say so. Like, well, with me, it was never not having support as much as being open to accepting it. So, like, I know my family, my loved ones, my even a few of my boys in here and stuff like that.
That's great.
They if I ever hit them, I know they got my back, or they would reach out to me or try to check up on me. But when you're in a certain place and a certain mindset, it's just like you feel like there's nobody there with you, but you always have people who care about you. So, I say right now for sure, I definitely have people who have my best interests at heart.
Oh, okay. I'm going to say some names. I'm going to say one name, and I need you to, tell me the first thing that comes to your mind when I say these names, okay? I'm going to do about three names, okay? I'll start. First name, Nate Dogg.
West Coast. Uh, I love Nate Dogg, his music. The way his melodies and stuff, for sure.
Do you think he inspired you?
In certain aspects, I was more inspired by like artists he worked with, but I like the way that Nate Dogg really got into the melodic sounds with hip hop. So for sure,
Okay. Ice T.
yeah, for sure. Jersey. I So I see is definitely somebody I look up to because one, he was in the military too, and then he switched over and did music and acting and so forth, and that's also something that I plan on branching on to as well in the future, getting into acting and stuff as well.
Acting
Hmm.
and modeling. You can consider modeling. No?
I mean, I don't look at myself as nothing fancy, but if the time presented itself, I'll do it.
So you like Lady Saw as well, or like the Caribbean vibe, Shaggy? You like that? Is that something that you had a Jersey Club song, right, or a club song?
Hmm.
I've heard about it. Let's play some of your music. Okay, let's play some because I want people to hear. Let's hear outside, people. Outside. You want to hear that again?
Tricking the baby, I need a nut. It's the chance in your thighs that got me slurring these loves. I get lost in.
Yo, you don't believe me? Just listen to this.
Yeah.
Listen.
From the streets to the club, party on the beach to the avenue. You know that the drinks is on us. Yeah, we outside, what you trying to do?
Pop out, see us in traffic, we got the drops out. Hit the strip of the beach, we got the tops down. My sound busting your speakers, I know it knocked down. Got your girl in my DM, she tryna slide down. Drop it low for me on the beach, make that ass shit. Make it clap, make it clap, make it earthquake. Think she bad now, you should catch her on the close friends. Cause when that thing go green, I ain't only fan. Outside with it, I'm litty, about to dive already. Pop the bottles, the models, I got them up in my city. She don't gargle, she swallow it, man. All of my kitties, if I'm lying, I'm dying, man. Who the fuck am I kidding? Catch a flight, man, and tell them that we outside.
Single, or you gonna make a new album for this?
I got a new album on the way.
Oh.
Yeah, that's something I just started working on. Right now it's a single by itself, but it's for sure gonna be on my album. And I got a deluxe version of it coming too.
Okay, so you working. I'm proud of you.
Mm-hmm.
You working.
There's no days off.
Yes. Who would you consider to be your hero
In life or music?
in life?
Probably my mother. Like,
Okay.
my mother, she told me pretty much like take the world on, do everything you can. So like when it comes to life, everything I do is pretty much inspired from like looking at her. Like she taught me how to fix cars. She taught me how to everything. So when it comes to like reaching a new level, I feel like it's nothing that I can't do.
She got to fix cars. That's really impressive.
Well,
Yes.
my grandfather was a truck driver, so he taught her how to take care of everything, and then she passed it on to me and my sister.
You had a strong, solid foundation. Okay. What'd you say?
I like to think so. I like to think so.
Look at that. You see, people. You see, it's always important to have a solid foundation. Is there any advice you would give to someone who's fighting, battling depression or mental illness?
Yeah. Don't be scared to reach out and get help or talk to someone. Like my biggest mistake I would say when it came to my depression was I tried to take it on for so long by myself, and because of that it all caved in on me, and then at one point I just hit rock bottom. So I could have reached out for help and sought help or talked to somebody, a therapist, somebody way in advance, and probably like beat it early, but I waited too long. So always, like, if you feel like if you had a low or depressed, or you want like anything, you want to hurt yourself, anything, like please seek help, and please reach out to somebody, because there's someone that can help you. So that's what I was saying.
All right. That's a good response. Shout out to Brick City. You be going downtown North and stuff? You do?
My studio's in North, so I'm over there all the time.
Shout out to Braz. Listen, Mayor Braz Baraka? I don't know. Roz Baraka.
Yeah, Roz Baraka.
Okay. All right. Shout out to him. All right. You're doing your thing, though. Okay. I have one final question, and I'm going to let you go. Mm-hmm. Okay. I ask everybody this question, but this question just, helps me get a more of a feel of who you are. And then you can let us know your tags. Okay. Before you leave this earth, what is the legacy that you want left behind?
With me, I want people to say like, yo, he tried to do it all. Like he was one of the best writers. I want to write for singers. I want to write for rappers, pop artists, everything. Then I want them to say he tried to do everything possible he said he was going to do. So when it's all said and done, I want them to look back and see my movies. I want them to see my music in movies. I want them to see my name and credits all over, because they said he was going to do something and he did it. And that's the type of guy he was. So when it comes to me, I want them to always say, like, yo, if he said he was going to do something, he knocked it out and he killed it.
That's right. You feel like you live in your destiny right now? Do you feel like that?
I feel like I am. Like,
you guys,
if I would have listened to everybody who told me not to do music, then I'd probably be somewhere armed up right now with some camo on. But I feel like I'm doing what I want to do, and then I'm loving it.
That's what's up. I'm loving it too. Let me close it out with this song, because I love this song right here. I don't know. We're going to close it out with this. Sorry, guys. This is my song. Even though, you know what?
Jelani, bro. Let me tell you about this girl I've been rocking with.
All right, you know
little
what?
feisty thing, right?
If you feel uncomfortable,
Nah, it's fine.
But I just can't seem to get off my mind, you know?
I know, but
I don't know, man. I guess she's just special to me. Broke girl, never had things. Came from the bottom, she only had dreams. Everybody always checking for you, but you had me. I got your bitches, nigga, because they have rich. Look what you done now. Everybody in this hard now. They kept the secret, but I put it in a song now. I keep you leaking like you dripping through your dogs now. I know you like it, baby. Always on call, you used to fight, baby. I put it back on the wall just like a blanket, baby. So keep me waiting at all, you know I'm lacking patience. You know I'm lacking got you looking good. I see these niggas approaching, I wish.
Where can they find you? Where can they find you? Besides on Instagram, all your, your tags, Facebook.
So you can find me on all streaming platforms at J.A.M.I.L with J.A.M.I.L, or you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, everything at the artist J.A.M.I.L. Link is in my bio, so make sure you go check that out. Outside is on YouTube. Everything is on YouTube, so make sure you go stream it, check it out. And also, I got a new single coming soon with this dope female singer, Raquel, called Lost With You. I'm going to be releasing that in the next couple weeks, so look out for that as well. I got a nice little challenge and competition coming with.
Okay, all right. So you got things set up. When you going to start just touring? I want to see you tour. I want to see you perform.
It's coming in due time. I'm just trying to make sure all the music is there first, because the music is a priority with me. So,
music is the key. All right, you keep going, okay? Any final things you need to say? Anything else? No.
I truly appreciate all of you. Thank you for tuning in. Stay tuned.
That's right. He said stay tuned. Stay tuned.
1,000 miles.
All right, y'all.
There ain't no going back. So you got my back. Yeah, I'm over that. Yeah, I'm over that. 1,000 miles of distance, there ain't no going back. And I don't know who coaching these bitches the way they running back. And I don't want to take over from niggas, so you can have a back. Yeah, I'm over that. 1,000 miles of distance, there ain't